I'm Michael Powell, and I play the fabulous Rufa, and this is what you missed on episode 53 of Edge of Legend. Loven reveals the information that he's collected about the Green Ward to the party. Apparently, from what he could tell, Zaka will be removed from battle. Leijon is still waiting in a field surrounded now by the Adelphon military, and Zanarkand has begun raiding cities of his own accord. But before they could really dive into that Green War efforts, they still must solve the crisis of the city, which is still suffering from the taxes of conflict. Rufa proposes stimulating the economy by creating the Adelphon Fighting League, the AFL, basically UFC, and encouraging the people to train, fight, and gamble on live matches. Alona and Rufa also figure out that the members of the clergy can step up to be educators at this time as well. The solution is made that in exchange for training, the surrounding farmland can be protected and the city can have food delivered to them once more. And with that, all the issues of the city has been solved. Now it's time for the adventurers to head to Leijon and see what they could do about the gigantic, oversized threat. Rufa wants to get rid of it outright, but Alona is still convinced that they could save them, and off they go. Once they arrive, they see the Adelphon military casually lounging on duty. Apparently, since the huge orc hasn't moved since they arrived, they see no harm in it. Yet, Alona and Itchy approach Unit Leijon, and Alona uses one of her heals to see if it can help the monstrosity. But all it does is rouse it from its blank stare and mutterings to look down at the two adventurers. Itchy then takes the reins and attempts diplomacy through lattes, which the orc admits it never had, but not before talking back and forth to itself whether or not it was worth engaging with them at all. The adventurers notice that it seems to be at war with itself, but Itchy hopes that with a kind gesture, they will be able to reason with them. Rufa uses his masterful skills to whip up an enormous latte with whatever the soldiers have lying about, and the orc seems pleased with the offering. Then, for Alona, time stops, and a mysterious woman, all in black, and eyes that only have a sliver of light in them, appears next to her. She offers Alona a bit of advice that the sky doesn't look the same to everybody in their world, and gives Alona a small door. Then, in a snap back to reality, Alona asks Leijon what the sky looks like, and they start saying multiple colors and go into a slight panic mode. This is when Alona begins climbing them and sticks a door to the back of their skull. She opens it and her body goes limp, but her mind is in another dimension with Leijon. Not understanding what has happened, Itchy and Rufa follows. Inside the mind of Leijon, there are 3 doors: before, during, and we don't know. Entering the first door, the adventurers see 1,000 orcs lined in a military file, while crude descriptions of Korkos, Megaw, and others inform them of the sacrifice they're about to make to hopefully win the war. The orcs go back and forth about their anger and confusion, expressing their desire to be good. Alona tries to reason with them, informing them of the other ways they can have fulfilling lives without the violence they were taught was necessary. Rufa also jumps in, manifesting a coin and showing the orcs that with a helping hand they could help each other. Alona then asks them what each of them want as individuals. They begin shouting for their dreams, and that's when the adventurers are pulled from the room and the door shuts. In the second room, reality seems to be crumbling crude descriptions of Megaw and Leontari begin to appear, and the orcs are still conflicted on how they can achieve what they truly desire with their current existence. Alona encouraged them that even though they are different, they could still achieve the same goals. They just have to support each other. She holds Itchy's and Rufa's hands in solidarity, and the orcs begin to hold each other's hands as well. This time, they all agree on the color of the sky, and once more, the adventurers are pulled from the room and only one door remains. The third room has two viewpoints. One is what is happening in reality right outside of Leijon, and one is their metaphorical reality where each orc gets to achieve their dream of a better life. In seeing this, the adventurers are finally pulled entirely from Leijon's mind and comes back to their bodies. This is when Leijon starts heading back to Adolphon Prime as a newly realized being and challenges his friends to keep up because they have lots of lattes to drink. And that is where we end episode 53 of Edge of Legend. Make sure to tune in on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to Nat20 Productions official on Twitch to catch the newest episodes of Edge of Legend as they happen. We look forward to seeing you in chat as you become legends right alongside us. Thank you for watching.